Fuck. Big J checking in from the road. I got a great quote. I'm going to challenge you maniacs to find out who said it. But here's my quote. Obviously, the rumors of my demise have been greatly over-exaggerated. Who said that? Now, I'm in the great state of Texas. I'm actually doing really good. Um, I'll be honest with you. I haven't been feeling so good today. I'm going to tell you guys why. You know what? I rave about just cruising on T400 and Equipoise. And that's basically what I've been doing. But I did something stupid the other night. I went rustling through my gear, and I realized I'd been hoarding 4 vials of Mastron Entonate. And the shit's, I've had the shit for over a year. And I realized that I better use it before it turns to crystals and it's unusable. So Sunday night, I pinned 2 cc's of Mastron Entonate, which is going to add 400 milligrams of pure androgen to my cycle, which is just I've just been cruising on test and EQ, and I'm strong as fuck on just test and EQ. And I fucked with perfection. I added a master on Entonate, and now I feel kind of like shit. So you live and you learn. Just because you have extra gear doesn't mean it's going to make you feel better. I should have known that. But listen, maniacs, like I said in my previous video, don't do as I do. Do as I tell you to do. So now I'm on test, equipoise, and master on, and I feel like shit. So that's my story. That's why I've been a little silent on Instagram, because I just haven't been feeling good. Um, obviously, my androgen ratio, my anabolic ratio test and EQ was perfect. So by adding that master on, I just took it. I fucked up my ratio of androgen to anabolic, and now I don't feel good. See, that's why you guys need to get to know your body, what work for you, and don't listen to other people. Now, I only did 2 cc's of Master on Anthony Sunday night, so I'm not going to feel like shit forever. Um, but no, it's a good lesson learned. Hold on, I got to plug. Um, I just saw a nice comment. Being 100 pounds overweight won't make you feel like shit. Yeah, maybe I am 100 pounds from the bodybuilding stage, but that's neither here nor there. The guy that said that is probably 180 pounds and can't even bench 300. So, whatever. But I'm 51 years old. Best in EQ is about all my body can handle nowadays without feeling like shit. And that's honest to God truth. Just test and EQ, and I feel great. I add anything to that, and I feel like shit. Um, so I don't know. Take it for what you will. I'm 51 years old. My body obviously doesn't want anything more than test and EQ. Otherwise, I feel like shit. On test and EQ, I feel great. I bench pressed 455 for 4 on Saturday at that incredible barbell club without the master on. Is this master on going to make me any stronger? No, absolutely not. Um, I was hoping it would maybe lean me out a little bit, but I'm not willing to do drugs to get leaner if it's going to make me feel like shit. Um, but anyway, on the training side, um, training, I want to explain to you guys. I was able to sneak in a second bench press workout this week. Um, I hit an Anytime Fitness this week, um, and I was able to work out my sore chest and triceps from Saturday because it's 72 days later. And that if you want to build a big bench, the time to go light and work out is 72 days later. So a Saturday, Tuesday for your bench press is perfect. So today on the bench press, I did 135 for 2 sets of 25. I swear to God, that's what I did. And the first 5 sets or first 5 reps, um, I was sore as fuck from Saturday, but I still did 20 more reps. I did 135. Then I moved on to the hammer strength machine, and the hammer strength incline, and I did 2 sets of 15 with just one plate on each side, which all you guys can do. Nothing to brag about. And then I came back to the flat bench, and I did 2 sets of 15 with 135. Now, I, so I really didn't do any real work today. But what the lesson of the day is positions create power. And I learned that in college when I was throwing the shot put. It doesn't matter how strong you are. If you're not in the right position, you're not going to make power. So by going in there today and doing light weights and doing a bench, a machine incline, and then a flat close grip, I trained the positions. And positions create power. And I walked out of the gym today less sore than I walked in. And if you want to bench press a lot, your second bench press of the week, that's the goal. Walk out of the gym less sore than you walked in. So last week, I didn't get into the gym for my second workout until Wednesday. And I did 135 on the bench, I think for 2 sets of 15, and that's it because it was Wednesday. See, on a Tuesday, I can do a little bit more. Even though I'm more sore on a Tuesday, I can do more work, even though what I did was a joke. I can do more on a Tuesday than I can on a Wednesday and still be recovered by Saturday. Okay. I just saw some clown make a comment. I can make more gains training once a week. Not for strength, brother. If you want to get strong in an exercise, you need to train it twice a week, at least. Even if that second workout, you're only going 135. Um, you, Now, if you look at what the guys at Westside are doing, and trust me, I'm not a complete Westside kiss ass because I hate equipped lifting with the bench shirts and the squat suits. I think that's gay as fuck. But some of those guys train 10 times a week. But they're only doing a really max effort bench press once a week. You got to get in there and at least warm up. I remember when I was in high school, there were no gyms in my area in Oakland County, Michigan. That were open on Sunday. Um, and me and this guy that I was working out with back in the day, a guy named Rick Keys, we used to travel to this gym in Mount Clemens that was open on Sunday. And I would do, and back in those days, the daily pass was only $5. So a couple, that era that I trained with Rick Keys, we were traveling to Mount Clemens every Sunday, and I was paying $5, um, which is like 135, 185, 225, and then I would do my squat warm up, 135, 185, 225. So back in high school, I was training my bench and my squat 3 times a week. Okay? But on Sunday, I was only doing that bench warm up and that bench squat. I was only doing my warm up sets. That's how you get really fucking strong. Um, if you want to get huge and train like Dorian Yates, I'm no Dorian Yates. If you want to get real strong, you need to be training the exercise you want to get strong at. So I was basically trying to put on the most mass I could for high school football. So my 2 important lifts were the bench press and the squat. So I was training those 3 times a week. But on Sundays, I only did like 3 sets of each, like my warm-up sets. And I know some of you guys are thinking like, "Oh, Jay, that even back in 1986, you must have been wasting, $5 in gas and $5 on a daily pass to go to some gym in Mount Clemens that was open on a Sunday to do 3 sets of bench and 3 sets of squats." But it was money well spent. Because if you want to get strong, you have to train that range of motion multiple times a week. But I don't mean hard. Like I said, like in high school, 225 for a set of 8 was easy. And that was my Sunday workout. And I would do the same on squats. And but now that I'm 51 years old and I don't recover quite as well, I'm only benching 135 for 2 sets of 15 in my second workout. But then I got on the hammer strength incline. We didn't have hammer strength incline back in my day. I got on the hammer strength incline after I warmed up on the bench, and I felt good as fuck. But you don't let that fool you. You still cut it short. I know a lot of you guys know that I like muscle cars, and here's a good muscle car analogy. Every time you pull your car out of the garage, you don't have to go beat the fuck out of it. Sometimes you just gotta, go get through the gears and blow the carbon out of the fucking valves. And that's what I did. I benched and squatted 3 times in high school because my Sunday workouts really didn't count. I heard you died Tuesday. Like I said, the rumors of my demise have been greatly over-exaggerated. Big J is still here thoughts on Dale Champs? Um, you know, Dale's never going to be a great bodybuilder, but Dale had one opportunity to buy a really great Mustang, and he went and bought a 302 coupe. You know, Dale, and see, Dale's not really from my generation, so Dale probably thinks like a 302 coupe is really gonna really dig a 302 coupe. Uh, Dale should have got a 428 big block with a fastback. I got nothing bad to say about Dale as a human, um, but as a car owner, he made a bad decision. Because now he's stuck with basically a chick Mustang, like something you could buy your daughter. No, she's not going to kill herself because it's a little 302. It's Dale's a full-grown man, even at 5'5". Dale's a full-grown man. Dale should have studied um, the great Steve McQueen in the movie Bullet, and realized that the greatest car chase scene of all time, the Bullet Mustang, was a 390 GT, a big block. Not my favorite Mustang, but I still respect a big block Mustang. Um, Now, if I was a Ford guy, I would have got the Mach 1 with the 428 Cobra Jet. Dale can do this or that to his 302, and he can make it quick, this or that, but it's never going to be a 428 fastback. So I got nothing bad to say about Dale as a person, but his choices about cars are stupid. No, I don't believe in overhead presses. Um, in fact, my shoulder's been bothering me a little bit, um, and I haven't even been doing hammer strength incline on my pressing day, just to give my deltoids a little bit of a rest to make my shoulder feel better. If you want to be a big bencher, deltoids, you don't need to do shit for deltoids except keep them healthy and train a lot of rear delt on your back day. So if you're hung up about the overhead press, you're never going to be a really good bench presser. Well, you can if you're young and you're on a bunch of gear. But I'm telling you, there's no, unless you're doing strongman or doing professional bodybuilding, there's really no reason to train shoulders because you're getting enough front deltoid on your pressing days, and you're getting enough rear deltoid on your pulling days, and I do my upper body in a push-pull split, to really worry too much about your middle deltoid is stupid, because I challenge any of you fucks. If you do enough front deltoid on pressing day and you do enough rear deltoid on pulling day, your middle deltoid is gonna grow. And here's why. Your body grows as an organism. Your body's not going to let yourself grow in any kind of freakish nature. Like, you'd think, well, with Big J, like, your front deltoids are going to get huge, and your rear delts are going to get huge, and your mid delts are going to be tiny. Your body's not going to let that happen. Your body is going to grow the middle deltoid, even though you're not directly training it, to keep up as a stabilizer muscle. Look at guys that only train upper body, or guys that only train lower body. They never get that big. Or guys that just train arms, or guys that just train chest. They only get so big because your body is an organism. Think of yourself as like a tadpole that wants to become a frog. Think about it. If a tadpole does a bunch of lateral raises, is he going to become a bigger frog? No, he's not. And it's simple fucking biology. Now, if you want to get that sickening PJ Braun look with the huge middle deltoids, yes, once you're big, you need to do some lateral raises. But most of you guys are not in that category. And doing a bunch of lateral raises to try and bring up your middle deltoid to pro levels are going to do nothing but hinder your fucking gains. Look at all these little 5'5", 5'6" pro bodybuilders, and a lot of them have even made it to the goddamn Mr. Olympia stage. How much middle deltoid they train, and how much bicep they train, how much tricep they train, and then when they stand next to a fucking a strongman competitor, they look like a fucking midget. That's the truth in the pudding right there. Train your body like a goddamn organism. Like, I'm a tadpole, I want to be a frog. Squat, bent over row, and then you do exercises that help those three lifts. If you try and build individual muscles, like, I want to be the biggest tadpole in the pond, like what a lot of bodybuilders do. Yeah, you're going to have big muscles, but you're never going to get fucking huge. Like, so maybe my workout routine isn't right for you. God bless you. But you know what? Unless you got the genetics and the money to become a pro bodybuilder, what you're doing, you're just making yourself look better for the bar or look better for the beach. And for me, I guess that's okay. If that's your goal, God bless you. But that was never my goal. I can't find my goddamn lighter. Well, it's in my crotch. Um, my goal when I developed my system for gaining mass was to gain as much pounds as I could for high school football. So think about it. If you're a young kid and all you want to do is get bigger for high school sports, you don't need to be doing middle deltoid. You don't need to be doing goddamn a bunch of hamstring work or a bunch of calf work. Those are muscles that really don't equate to pounds of beef. And I was a lineman in high school, and then I was a shot putter and a hammer thrower in college. So all I wanted to do was gain mass. So my idea of doing fucking excessive hamstring, middle delt, or bicep work was stupid. How many pounds of mass can I gain if I build huge hamstrings, huge middle delts, and huge biceps? I mean, I might get 3 pounds bigger. Whereas if I train the major body parts and fucking leave those smaller muscles fresh for my compound movements, I might be able to gain 15 pounds of mass a year. So you look at the net gain, it's like 12 pounds a year. Yeah, Jay never really trained his calves. Jay never really trained his mid delts. Jay really never trained his hamstrings. Yeah, well, yeah, I admit it. I could be 3 pounds bigger. But I'm fucking 340. All I want to do is lose weight. So I emphasize is build the back with barbell rows, build the bench, and build the fucking legs with squats. Cynthia Mark was a complete pussy. You know, pussy ass fucking Hamburg tried Hamburg always tries to weasel his way back into my life due to a tragedy. when Big Swole, the idiot from Louisiana that came and trained with us for a weekend and stayed with Big Lenny, when Big Swole passed away, Hamburg sent me this message. Oh, Jay, this is such a tragedy. This is a sign that we all need to just be friends. And then when these stupid rumors went away that I'd passed away, Hamburg sent me a message. Oh, Jay, I talked to Andrew. Andrew told me you're alive and doing well. I feel so good. Dude, I don't even reply to that pussy. Hamburg needs to fucking go away. It wasn't a successful death hoax, bro. I never said shit that I died. Jay, your thoughts on bodybuilder King Cobra JFS? I have no idea who that is. I'll tell you what I do have to talk about is this new PJ Braun athlete. Um, I forget the guy's name. He thought Big Lenny was fucking trolling him, and that's a complete myth. Yeah, guys. Yeah, Guy Cisterano. He's a fucking good guy. I don't know why people are attacking Guy Cisterano or whatever his last name is. I looked at a couple of his fucking videos. Um, I'm really happy PJ signed the guy. I looked at a couple of his videos, and he's out there shooting bow and arrow, cutting up his own fucking meat. That's a true American badass right there. Now, yeah, I guess he's only 5'5". Um, which it amazes me that guy has been on the Olympia stage, I guess, several times. I never heard of Guy Cisterano until all this drama came out. Um, but Guy is not a bad guy. Um, I sent Guy Cisterano a couple of DMs, letting him know that, like, dude, you're being trolled. You're being ridiculous. The Delray Misfits have no problem with you. Come to Florida, be in our podcast. We're friends with PJ. I noticed he loved to shoot deer, and he cut up deer and shoot a deer with you. Um, and Guy is cool as fuck. He responded back to me, yeah, man, you make it up to New Jersey, we'll go get you your deer. Um, cool motherfucker. So I'm sorry if I'm massacring his last name, but Guy Cisterino is a good guy. I think gear makes some people delusional. Yeah, maybe. what is the best round for deer hunting, Jay? I think that depends on your environment. I mean, if I was deer hunting out in the Rocky Mountains, I would want a 45-70 um, in case a grizzly bear walked around. I want something that can knock down a grizzly fucking bear, so my ass doesn't become his lunch. Um, but in other areas of the country, I prefer 7 millimeter Magnum. Thoughts on Anavar? I don't know if I've ever really had real Anavar. My diabetes is fine because I use intermittent fasting. Um, I'm like night. If I don't, you guys need to look into intermittent fasting. It only takes like 12 hours of fasting for your blood sugars to return to normal. That's why I like to train fasted. I wake up in the morning with an empty stomach. I hit my pre-workout powder. I train on nothing but a belly full of pre-workout powder. And then about halfway through the workout, I start drinking Gatorade and I bring in the dextrose workout. I nail the essential and then I go eat. Jay, does your tongue ever hurt at the tip? Only when I tongue a tranny's asshole. Best rounds because BLM. I'll tell you what the guy at the gun store told me about BLM. I told him my situation. And he told me the best possible gun for a trucker is the 357 Magnum. Well, let me explain to you why. He told me for political reasons and legal reasons, you don't want to be pointing your gun out the window of your truck if the BLM people are climbing all over your truck. You want to keep your arms crossed and hide your gun. And you can do that with a little 357. And he said, don't ever raise your gun. If a guy is on your step at your window, banging on the fucking window, shoot right through the door and shoot him in the stomach with a 357 because the 357 is the best round in the planet to go through a car door. Then, when the police want to investigate, or whoever, they're going to see a hole through your door. And on the outside of the door, there's going to be a bunch of blood. And there's going to be a BLM activist on the ground with a belly shot. So it's obvious risk. And all you have to say is, I felt like my life was in danger. You shoot through the door and you shoot him in the fucking stomach. That's why you get yourself a 357. Because a 357, it's not the biggest gun in the world, but it's fast as fuck. And it's not going to come apart going through a door. And it's going to kill the guy. And it's going to leave a bunch of blood splatter on the outside of your car. And that's all you need for court. It's obvious he was once they take crime scene pictures and it's obvious the guy was threatening you. keep your arms crossed, and if you're in the driver's seat, you hide that gun underneath your left bicep. And when he gets up on the step and he's right at your window, you shoot right through the door and you shoot him in the fucking stomach. And the bullet hole will be in your door and the blood will be all over the outside of the door. Case closed. Yeah, Max Payne, shoot him through the door. That's what I'm saying. If you go waving your pistol out the window and you shoot someone who wasn't actually threatening your life, the goddamn liberals are going to prosecute you to the fullest max extent of the law. Let them climb on your truck, and then you got your gun hidden. You got your gun. You're in the driver's seat. You cross your arms like you don't want any problems, and you got that little 357 snub nose hidden underneath your left bicep. And then when that little monkey gets on the step of your car or door, you fire that 357 right through the door into his belly. Because then the evidence is on your side. Your life was threatened. And you tell the police, I felt my life was threatened. Blowing your ears out in a 357. Yes. You know, I carry a 12 gauge in my truck as well. And I was talking to the guy at the gun store. I'm like, I don't really need 3-inch Magnum buckshot. That's going to blow out my eardrums. And he's like, dude, I don't care what you shoot in the cab of a truck. Your eardrums are going to be fucked. So the guy said, just load it. Buy the loads that are going to save your life. Can you tell us about Cuckold Nate? Well, why don't you ask Tyler or Taylor or whatever that little guy's name is that was Janet and Olivia's, all three of her holes when Nate was out at Brad's gym being a cocky fuck. Part about that video when Brad was getting that drug addict off that girl is when that fire engine blew his air horn when those guys were fighting. Nate looked like a little Vietnamese boy that responding to an air raid siren, just looking for a fucking hole to fucking climb in, to hide from the bombs. I wasn't even there, brah. I didn't freeze. See, I would have handled that situation completely different than Brad did. I probably would have got that couple as a whole back inside Brad and the Taco Queen's house, and I would have sat them down with some weed, and I would have had a stern talking to the both of them. I'm not criticizing the way Brad handled it, but I guess that guy got taken away in handcuffs, which I think is wrong, because I know that little drug addict whore was half the problem. I would have neutralized the situation and got them both inside with fear, and then nobody would have got arrested, because Brad played tough guy in that, and Brad did a good job, and I'm proud of Brad, and Brad's a good guy, and I love Brad, but by getting that guy arrested, all he did was perpetuate a cycle of violence because um, after they cuffed that guy, the girl refused to press charges, and Andrew was there showing him the fucking video of him beating her up. Doesn't do anybody any good. Big big waste of the taxpayer paper people's money. Jay Wood saluted the trucker that blew the horn. It was actually a fire truck, according to Prince Andrew. You like weighted dips? I'm too fat to do weighted dips, brah. Here's my here's my thing with dips. Dips are incredible for increasing your bench press when you're small. And weighted dips, if you're small, are even better for increasing your bench press. But once you get to be big, dips are stupid. Dips just won't work anymore. Like right now, at my weight, at 300 and what 30 pounds, whatever I am, I can maybe do like 3 dips. But if I added dips to my program, 15 dips, my bench isn't going to do shit. Whereas for a smaller guy, they're going to do wonders. So what things work for a small guy and don't necessarily work for a guy who's already 300 pounds. I don't watch Game of Thrones. I don't know anything about a guy's head popping. Eh, I know I'm a complete asshole towards these short guys. Um, but for right now, I, the bedroom bully is giving Guy Cisterano a fucking pass on being short um, because he's a brand new Blackstone athlete and he seems like a good guy because he kills deer, he eats meat. You gotta ask yourself, would you rather spend a weekend with Guy Cisterano or would you rather spend a weekend with Mark Loveliner? There's a difference between these short bodybuilders. I think Guy Cisterano is a decent guy, a real good guy. Um, and you know, I don't want to go into too much detail about the personal DM he sent me back, but he was so fucking nice in the message he sent me. He said, "Yeah, man," because I told him I was a trucker, and I said, "I haven't deer hunted in years. I'd love to shoot a deer this fall." And you know what Guy said? Guy said, "Yeah, you come up to New Jersey, we'll get you your deer." That's a good guy right there. He doesn't even fucking know me. I'm just trying to put out a fire where he's getting trolled by some fake Big Lenny account. And here and I had been getting tagged in all these Guy Sisterano attack assaults. And so PJ let me know that, like, hey man, what's up? They're tagging you in all these troll attacks. So I reached out to Guy on my own because that's what men do. I don't have a problem with Guy Sisterano, and that son of a bitch is such a man. He offered to help me get a deer this fall, and he doesn't even fucking know me. Okay, he just thought that I was part of the trolling thing going on, and when he got a personal DM from me, that solved fucking everything. He's like, yeah, man, you make it up to, we're in his exact words were, we're in New Jersey. You make it up this way in your 18-wheeler, we'll get you a deer. So, as far as I'm concerned, this Guy Sisterano guy, he gets a free pass on all this bullshit. He seems like a good guy. You know, I've watched some of his training videos and I'm bigger than him. But you know what? I don't have the ball sack to get ripped and do a show. So you know what? The guy gets a pass. He's a good guy. He's a really nice person. He seems like a badass in real life. Um, and he offered to take me deer hunting. And he's a friend of PJ Bronze, who's also a friend of mine. You know, a lot of you guys are all right. I'm going to let you know. PJ sent me a very personal video asking me to see if I could help with this trolling of Guy Sisterano. And I don't want to get into too much detail, but PJ, in his video he sent me, a private video, he said that Guy had mentioned that the bedroom bully was tagged in all these comments and posts. And PJ said, that's a buddy of mine. Let me talk to him. Let me see what's going on. You know, PJ considers me a buddy. Okay? Now, that means a lot to me. I know a lot of you guys don't understand it. But it's just like the Dale Chance thing. When men can get over this internet thing and get together and shake hands and put all the internet bullshit beside, you do become friends. So the fact that PJ considers me a buddy of his, that means a lot to me. So yeah, I'm Blackstone for life. Obviously, Blackstone isn't going to pick me up as an athlete because I'm a little too controversial. But I will do anything I can for PJ Braun. And, you know, PJ's being picked on by the United States government, who I don't consider my friend. So anybody getting picked on by the United States government is going to be my friend. I think you deserve free supplements, Jay. Well, you know, PJ and I are buds. And if PJ wants to come and do a podcast and bring a bunch of free supplements, that's cool. I don't expect shit from PJ. I'm just a man. Um, I wouldn't mind a Blackstone T-shirt in 4XL or one for Lenny in 4XL, black, obviously. Um, and my Blackstone Lab shaker cup it's getting a little worn and used in Blackstone Labs shaker cup that he gave us all at the last podcast. And I even brought it up to PJ. You know, he should come out with some Blackstone Labs shaker cups with either the Hellcat logo or the Ferrari logo or the Corvette logo on them. Those would be fucking kick ass. Imagine a Blackstone Labs shaker cup with the Hellcat logo on them. That would be badass. Or the Ferrari logo. That would be badass. Or the Corvette logo. That would be badass. And PJ even has a Cadillac um, and Corvette. Those would be great logos for a Blackstone Labs shaker cup. So the the fitness industry is changed a little bit in the past 6 months, and Rich Piana's gone, and I really love Rich Piana more now that he's gone than I ever did when he was alive. Um, when Rich Piana was alive, I thought 5% was kind of fucking douchebag, but I like the guy now. I almost think that like Blackstone is the new 5%. Um, People that want to resist what's going on in this current culture or cancel culture, this politically correct nonsense. We need to all go to PJ Brown. It's just my opinion. I'm a nobody. I'm just a fat homeless trucker that lives with my mom. But that's my opinion. I like that comment. Jay's going cockeyed. Yeah, I'm drinking Steel Reserve, bitch. Now, Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. Jay, loyalty is everything. I am loyal as fuck to PJ. And everyone's going to say, oh, Jay, you coward like a coward at the Mr. Olympia Expo. No, I didn't. I was just tired and sitting. When PJ went to shake my hand, I stood up, gathered my breath, and shook his hand. And then when PJ showed up to the fucking Delray Misfits fucking podcast, I was probably the person. It's like Dale. Dale's the same way. Dale is a good guy. I love to bust Dale Chance's balls. But you know what? If Dale came to fucking Delray and did a podcast, the person he'd most want to see would probably be me. because I love Dale. Dale's my little buddy. I'm like Skipper. He's like Gilligan. I've said it once. I'll say it again. I'm the Skipper. Dale is Gilligan. My quads are actually doing great. I actually think I could do. I haven't done any free squats since the injury. I've been just doing box squats, but just the past couple weeks, I think my quads took the turn to a better recovery. I think I could actually squat 135 with no box and go to parallel, which is huge for someone who went through what they went through, like I did. I don't need to prove myself with strength. I squatted or I deadlifted 405 for 10 in Brad's garage a few weeks ago. Now, obviously, I can't squat that, but I I think I think I can squat 135 for 10 with no box. You know, I'm 51 years old. How many 51-year-olds even squat? Most of you guys my age just do machines. So I, I don't judge myself by other people. McCuck is the most boring person in the Misfits universe. Well, that's not exactly true. Um, someone called McCuck um, Hamburg Light the other day, and that's a perfect label for um, Adam. Is he's Hamburg Light. What about Kyle, the woke liberal younger brother? Who who even thinks about him? I don't waste one brain cell on Adam McLeod's little brother. Why don't you grow out your beard? Because I'm trying to grow hair on the top of my head, you asshole. Is McCuck a friend or an enemy? I'll tell you what, right now, Adam McLeod is a good friend off the internet. Um, I owe a lot to Adam McLeod personally, and I think he's a great person. But on the internet, I think he's a clown. Um, I just saw the other day he fucking doxed somebody who was making fun of him, and then whoever the troll, I think it was Big Lenny's Last Direction, or whoever changed their name to an Adam McLeod troll account. Adam thought he was really being slick, and he doxed the guy, and and then the guy doxed Adam right back. I thought that was slick because Adam obviously hasn't learned his lesson since the last time he tried to dox somebody. Because when he tried to dox on the Kingdom Gorilla Juice, that really backfired on his fucking face. Um, so Adam tries to be the sheriff of the Delray Misfits on the internet, but he's like a fake sheriff. Like he's doing all this shit without anybody asking him to, and all it does is backfire on the Misfits. Um, I'm really disappointed that Adam McLeod doxed that guy. So, I mean, what's next? That guy's gonna fucking do the same thing Gorilla Juice did and um, dox Adam McLeod's kid, or dox Adam McLeod's kid's fucking school, and then whoever that guy is gonna start posting shit about all the Misfits. See, that's how Adam McLeod sets the Misfits back. Adam McLeod tries to play internet tough guy, and all it does is backfire on the Misfits. But personally, he's a really nice guy, good guy, but just on the internet, he tries to play sheriff, like he'll show you, and then all it does is backfire on the rest of us. I mean, I don't want people sharing my mom's address because Adam McLeod tried to play Father of the Year and get a bunch of pats in the back for sticking up for his son by doxing somebody. I mean, that doesn't do me any good. Really? I mean, come on, Adam. When I saw that screenshot, that Adam thought he was being Barney Badass, and he doxed that guy that was giving him a hard time, and then the guy doxed Adam right back. I'm just like, here we go. Not now. Whoever this troll is going to start doxing all the Misfits because Adam is fucking weak and insecure. Just keep shaking my fucking head. Adam's causing trouble for everybody else. Because that's just the way McLeod rolls. Adam McLeod is an internet tough guy. And then he wants to cause problems for the Misfits. Adam McLeod is a modern day Winston Churchill. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, I love Adam McLeod. There's, back in Del Rey, he's one of my favorite people that I'd like to go get a beer and a hamburger with. Don't get me wrong. But on the internet, all he does is cause problems. And then he burns people, and then the people that he burns take it out on fucking me, Andrew, Brad, and Lenny. Does anyone disagree with that? Are you still negotiating with the Spanish gangsters? Actually, I've been if you haven't been following my fucking posts, I've actually been negotiating with the alt-right, the people that fly the Nazi flags and the Confederate flags, that they're not helping Trump any bit. Big J does not endorse the Nazi flag or the Confederate flag. I'm a Trumper, motherfucker. Biden can't debate Trump. All right, Earth. I agree. Best back exercise. Pendley rows. Have you ever boned some hot women? Um, I'll be honest with you guys. My favorite women in the whole world are girls that are late bloomers. Um, like, let me try and put this like, say in high school when you were a prick and you were making fun of girls for being an ugly duckling. Your 10-year reunion, and she's the hottest girl there. What did that get you? See, you're never going to know what a chick looks like until they mature. I'll take a girl that was an ugly duckling in high school who's 40 with a hot body any day of the week over some fucking cheerleader bitch who's fat any day of the week. So your description of hot chicks and mine differ. Does Big J approve of face sitting? Dude, at my age, in my dating pool, no. But when I was younger, yeah, there'd be a lot of chicks I'd let sit on my face. When was the last time you got laid? The last time I tried, brah. Don't you get claustrophobic from face sitting? It depends on how delicious their asshole is. If a chick has such a nice asshole that you want to breathe her asshole, no, you're not going to get claustrophobic. Have you ever been a human toilet? Um, no, I've never eaten shit. I don't think I've ever drank piss, except I've let plenty of girls squirt. And then there's nothing nicer than licking up a messy pussy after a dick squirts. But if you research squirt, that isn't really urine. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch says it has some urine, though. Yeah, but if you really research squirting, it comes from a different gland in the female body. It does come through the urethra, where there would be a little residual piss. So yeah, you're gonna get a little piss. Um, that's if you drink the initial squirt. Um, but if she's squirting, emphasis on the ing, you get in on the second squirt where there's no piss. Will Lenny ever admit he is gay? Lenny Lenny doesn't consider himself gay. Um, would you clean up Dumbo after Pinworm was there? No, fuck no. See, I have no respect for Nate or his girlfriend um, because of the fact that one comment Nate made when he said there was no cheating. He never had the balls to say that Tyler guy fucking drilled my girlfriend. All he would say is there was no cheating. Um, so you know, it, Nate's a lot younger than I am. Nate comes from a different generation. Um, you younger guys, when you guys are broke up, a lot of you guys think the women have the choice to choose their sex partners, and what they do behind your back is their right and their freedom. And well, I don't. When you take a break from a girlfriend, if she fucks somebody else, she's basically garbage for the rest of her life. Because God knows, when you were taking a break, you didn't get any pussy, and God bless you if you did. But keep your mouth shut and absolutely don't post it on the fucking internet and lie about it. Like, like, let's just say you're in the same situation as Nick and Livia, and she's posting this Tyler guy, sitting on her lap, licking her neck and whatever they fucking did, and you're fucking other kinds of pussy. You don't post it, and you lie about it. You say like, "Well, baby, I was waiting for you. I never had sex with anybody else. I know we were taking a break, but I'm in love with you. I would never have sex with anybody but you." And then you use it against that whore for the rest of her life. See, Nate thinks he's woke and that he can say there was no cheating, even though he knows that Olivia took it in every hole from that Tyler dude, and she posted it all over the internet, and now nobody has any respect for him. Keep your sex. If you really love a woman, keep keep your sexual relationships off the fucking internet. Jesus fucking Christ. Make fun of the way Nate dresses again, Jay. I, Nate dresses like a fucking 21-year-old that works at Target. He got his first $400 paycheck, and then he goes out and buys all these hip hop clothes like an asshole. Nate was looking pretty jacked last video. Yeah. He looked like a Filipino that couldn't even fucking make it past the first round in an MMA fucking tournament. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a real good one. From, I can't read your name because I don't have my glasses on. Trology 1713. Should we approach women or should we make them approach us? Holmes, I never, ever hit on women because, well, for one, because I'm fat. But even when I was skinny, you wait for the woman to come up and say something like, oh, I couldn't notice, like, oh, you really like that last Garth Brooks song. I mean, if a woman wants you, she's going to make that's when you know she wants you. So instead of wasting your time using all your stupid lines on a chick, what you need to do is find a good seat at the bar where you got a good view of all the tables and the dance floor. And you wait for the chick that you've been eyeing on the dance floor. And trust me, if she likes you, you've been making eye contact while she's on the dance floor. And then she's going to make some stupid excuse to come walking by your table. And she's going to say something stupid. That's when you chomp on the bit. See, it's always easier if you already know the woman likes you. If you go hitting on women that you like, you could spend weeks, if not months, dating them, and they still really don't like you. I don't care what you do, or how rich you are, what kind of car you got, where you take them to dinner. If they're not into you and you're just dating them, it's never going to work. But if you wait until some chick that you've been eyeing on the dance floor walks by your fucking table and says, oh, I just happened to notice that you really like that song I was out there dancing to, she's basically throwing up a white flag, like a surrender, like, date me and fuck me. So stop chasing the fucking what do they call those things, those horses that have the one thing on the top of their head? Can't remember the name of it. Yeah, stop chasing unicorns. Thank you. Stop chasing unicorns. Just chill with your boys and be cool, man. Be the guy you are. Stop chasing unicorns. Wait for the chick that